CrackBerry.com.
What's up, guys? This is James with CrackBerry.com, and today I want to take you through the BlackBerry Privacy Shade. The Privacy Shade is a great application that adds in some productivity and privacy to the user experience. So for instance, if I'm in a tight, confined space, be it on the subway, train, plane, etc., I can tap on the Privacy Shade and you'll see my screen is going to go totally dark. What's nice is you can actually modify the transparency here by using this eyedropper in the settings so that you can get a semblance of what's going on and really have as much control over the privacy as you want. This is a really nice feature. Another little additive is that you can manipulate how the viewfinder works by default. So for instance, with this section on, the viewfinder will always leave whatever portion of your screen is available open and visible, so you can see through the shade. Now, what's nice is you can actually toggle this off so that when your finger is not actually directly manipulating the shade, such as it is now, it will, when I pull my finger away, black everything out. Another really nice additive to the experience. I like to leave this one on because, again, if I'm running around and the device isn't necessarily directly in my point of focus, this is going to make sure that everything is secure and blocked out from passerbyers, right? I don't want someone looking over my shoulder getting a look at my sensitive emails. Another nice little trick is that you can modify this viewfinder. I can modify the viewfinder to work just as a small little eyelet, as you see here. So if I want to look at like names or little specifics within a document or blueprints or anything sensitive like that, I can do so. I can then also toggle this to give me just that wide view. And the reason this wide view exists is really for messages and emails. If I slide into the BlackBerry Hub, you'll see now this lines up perfectly with a line item here in the BlackBerry Hub. So if I'm going through specific emails, contacts, and such, I can still see what I'm doing on the screen and jump into a given notification. So for instance here, I can slide down from the top, turn off the Privacy Shade, jump into, let's say, my social media on Twitter, and maybe there's a private DM or something that I don't necessarily want people seeing. I can then turn the Privacy Shade back on, jump back into the hub, and now you'll see I'm looking at one line item in my Twitter feed of a notification, some favorites, some likes, some retweets, maybe a DM, and from there I can then interact more fully. So for instance, if I want to click on an option, you'll see now I'm totally in the Twitter app and I'm looking at the given tweet. So really, it's a nice expandability feature, and again, you can still totally use everything. So if I want to favorite that, boom, I've liked it. So again, you can totally interact with what's going on below, and again, you can decrease the transparency so that you have an even easier time kind of navigating and seeing what's going on. This is really great in specific use cases, and I really appreciate BlackBerry taking the time and effort to build out something like this. Yeah, I could buy a $10 to $15 screen protector, but that's going to hamper my own viewing experience of the device. This is a nice user-controlled way implemented through software that gives me total control over how I want to add the privacy screen to my device. Now you see, if you jump into the settings down here, hit this three-dot overflow, you'll see always show notification. I have it tapped off, but if I toggle it on, what this is going to do is basically put a persistent notification here at the very top. So on the top, I can actually turn the Privacy Shade on, and I can also turn it off with that persistent notification. A lot of people don't like persistent notifications. I find this one actually very useful. Alternatively, I could set it to the convenience key on detect devices, or if I'm using a key 1 or priv device, I could assign the Privacy Shade to a specific key. So that's just a really quick look at what the Privacy Shade from BlackBerry is able to offer you. I really like some of the new features that have come along from BlackBerry. Notable and the Privacy Shade are both great additives to help bolster the Android experience, focusing on that privacy and security. This has been James with CrackBerry.com. Thank you for watching.